Gentlemen, welcome back to the maintenance bay. We had a problem. Well, not really a problem. There was an irritation of mine, which is since this building is so old and there's so very few outlets, I only have this little pigtail 3-point. But I have frequently more things I need to run than just that. One of them being the radio. That's not really well, no, that's a necessity for me. Music makes me happy. Also keeps me from yelling at all the soldiers unnecessarily unless they deserve it. However, all that aside, normally not a big problem, right? You grab the power inverter, you look and see what the output voltage is, and then I was just going to tap the power supply. Bodge whatever resistor I needed, because I have a box full of them. Except upon further examination, this thing inputs its 110 and outputs 9 volts AC. I had to look at it twice to make sure it wasn't nuts, which means that the rectification doesn't occur in here. The rectification occurs in here, which is obnoxious, but not impossible to work around. So we took multimeter and started poking it. So very quickly you can see you get your AC input here, and then you have these two sets of diodes. That is your rectification, okay, called a full bridge rectifier. And all it does is just converts the AC into DC, okay? Because diodes only let current flow one direction. So we just put a multimeter on this side, figured out which side was the positive, which side was the negative, and then read that voltage value. Turns out it's 12 volts. Now I had to check this guy just to make sure, because I didn't see any way it was stepping the voltage up by 3 volts. Turns out this thing actually produces about 12 volts AC. It's rated for 9, puts out 12, but whatever, the radio doesn't seem to mind. So after a giant debacle of ripping the stupid thing apart, we just bodged in 2 wires at where the diodes would normally feed the voltage out, and it runs off that, and now she works just fine. So if you ever run into this type of problem, not that you're necessarily likely to, but this is freeing up outlet space for me. So I hope you learned something.